Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. In today's video, we're talking MetaZoo again. So I recorded my last video the day before the big announcement came out from MetaZoo where they kind of acknowledged a lot of their slip-ups, talking about their 2024 and beyond. So after a several-month break from MetaZoo videos, you've got them in back-to-back weeks. You may not have asked for them, but you've got them. If you're here watching, I'm assuming you're interested in MetaZoo. I did get a lot of comments, and I do get a lot of comments on my MetaZoo videos that are just inherently negative. If you're here, hate watching, if you don't like MetaZoo, go enjoy, especially, I mean, it's so close to the holidays. Go do something that will bring positivity to you, that you can bring positivity to. Argos has made some great videos covering this topic. It's just weird. Let it be. MetaZoo can do its own thing. I always put MetaZoo in the title. It's not like it's a surprise. I know some people only subscribe to me for Pokemon, but it is what it is. Let's look at the announcement. I'm not going to read the whole thing word for word, but it will be on screen in case you want to. I'm just going to cover the major bullet points. As you can see, like pre-orders is the first one. So I bought NFT Valentine's Day 2023 promos. I do not have those promos. I did get the plushies finally several months later. 10 months later, I still don't have the promos for that. There are several other products, as far as I understand. I don't know all of them. I got to the point towards the end where I was buying main sets only. I bought Native, and I think Native was the last thing I bought. I intended to buy War. I do still intend to buy War whenever that comes out. But yeah, MetaZoo has stated, and all this is, I'm very positively appreciating this statement by them. But they've made statements before that they haven't followed through on. And it all comes down to whether or not they execute on all these things they're stating. I think they said all the right things, but they've had a history of saying some of the right things and then doing the wrong things. So if MetaZoo can follow through with all these things, I'm very optimistic for their future. So they're only going to sell products that they have in hand, which I've never pre-ordered product. I never intend to pre-order product, especially MetaZoo product with its history. I don't even do it with Pokemon product, which has a little bit better history hitting those deadlines. But me personally, if I don't have it in hand, I don't want to sell it. Collaborations are a great thing. Again, you can read their words. I'm just going to provide you mine. They're not going to do any collaborations where they have to make the product. So if they collaborate with some company that's going to put Mothman on a shirt or gonna, whatever it may be, they will do it, but they're not going to do ones where they take ownership of the production. As far as I understand, they're not going to be likely selling those on MetaZoo Marketplace, or maybe they still will if it's indirectly fulfilled by someone else. But collaborations, not a huge thing. The Hello Kitty thing recently happened, kind of bombed. I didn't touch it. People asked me, hey, are you getting Sanrio? Hey, are you getting Hello Kitty? I didn't touch it because I didn't have access to it at partner discounts. I'm only going to buy products moving ahead, main sets, partner discount. That's what I need to get to account for the risk of MetaZoo. 95% plus of what I do is in Pokemon, where liquidity and just sell-through rates, IP, just everything about it is S tier. So if I'm going to dabble in MetaZoo, I need to have access to lower pricing. I need to have something to de-risk me, right? So I'm not going to touch any of the collaborations. Seems as if they're not doing them. It's kind of funny how many of the points that they hit on were concerns that I brought up the night before when I recorded it. Point 2, core sets only. Core sets are the lifeblood of MetaZoo. Core sets will be delivered to our distributors 2 to 3 weeks ahead of the scheduled release date. So Sans, I got a day or two late. Native, a ton of people got late. I only got about half my product on time. I got the other half weeks or maybe a month later. I was fortunate with Native to get it when I did. But yeah, you need to get products on time. Release date, especially for such a risky TCG, such a new, young TCG, you need to hit your deadlines. One of the biggest things with me personally and for the broader markets was just time frames. It's like one thing that drives me nuts just in my personal life. If someone's set a time, hey, let's meet out for lunch at noon. If you're going to be late, okay, noon doesn't happen, flat tire, whatever it may be. When you set the second time, like ideally hit the first time, ideally hit noon, let's have lunch. When you set a second time and you say, oh, I'm running a little late, I had to change a diaper on the way out, whatever it may be, I had to drop the kids off at the sitter and they weren't ready, blah, blah, blah. When you say 12:30 and then you still aren't there at 12:30 and you say 1 o'clock and you say 1, set the right time first, and if not, like set it correct second, or just cancel things, refund people. When you set multiple deadlines, and I think in MetaZoo, soon is like a big meme in MetaZoo because so many things are coming soon. Don't tell us soon. Tell us a time when you have a time. Sell us the product when you have the product, and they're addressing that again. We need to see if they execute. The words are all the right words, but will the actions reflect the words? So that's the biggest thing. Again, I'll say it many times throughout this video. I'll try to keep it fairly brief, but the words are all the right words. I think they did a good job crafting this 4-page open letter. Execution will be key. Competitive play. They were going to do 9 towers. To set such lofty goals. One tournament a month almost. 9 towers, and then the Casters Cup, 10 out of the 12 months. I think we're going to have something. What did they do? 1 or 2? I mean, it's great to set lofty goals, but smart goals. I've talked about that in videos in the past. If I think about it, I'll link it above. Setting smart goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. I mean, those were not very smart goals, given that they were, completely fallen short of. What did they do? 1 or 2 tournaments? Me doing the mass box breaks, I am largely going to be selling to competitors. How many competitors ended up booking hotels, booking flights, taking vacation time at work, planning their life around these tournaments that never happened? You can't have that. You just cannot have that. Hopefully they don't do that anymore. Set dates, have the events. Set 2 or 3 events. I don't know, whatever's reasonable. You see what Collecticon is doing. Collecticon started with like 4 events, then 6, then 8, then 10. They're doing 12 this year. Start small, sustainable, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-based, and then expand from there. I don't promise you I'm going to do a YouTube video every single day. I set something, a smart goal for me to do a Monday video and a Thursday or Friday live stream, depending on the day, and then a short every Friday. Sustainable. And I change it as I need to go. It's absolutely totally fine. Such a new TCG, all this and that. If you need to cancel 1 or 2 here or there, it's one thing. But if you cancel 80% of your tournaments, that can't be acceptable. That's not remotely acceptable. And again, this statement, taking ownership, I'm not reading all the words, but they are taking the blame. They are saying they failed to deliver. It's not like they're pushing the blame off onto other people. They're essentially acknowledging and apologizing for what they've failed to do over the past couple years. Events, again, they've gone to Comic-Cons. They're talking about going to Collecticons primarily in 2024. It'll be interesting. I'm going to be going to at least a few Collecticons in 2024. Maybe I'll cross paths with them. I've actually never yet still met Andy or Mike in person. I'd be interested to meet them, see how that goes. The partner program one. This is interesting. I hope to be a partner for 2024 and beyond with War and all that. I really enjoy MetaZoo. I hope for its success into the future. I hope it continues to live. Obviously, I have some financial incentive into that because I have hundreds of booster boxes from the first few sets. But I really do enjoy the product. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't, one, both some amount profitable from business perspective, but also enjoying it. I quit my job for the freedom to do what I wanted to do. I wouldn't be doing MetaZoo. One, it's largely not as lucrative as Pokemon. I'm doing this out of enjoying the actual thing they got going. I think they're doing a lot of things right. I've made videos in the past talking about, I love their booster box design. I love that they're putting the sticker on them, the wraps on them, the hollow booster boxes, the E-Series type, Skyridge, Expedition, Aquapolis, those hollow boxes. A lot of the artwork is just really cool. A lot of the idea of the cryptids taken from the intellectual property, really, really cool stuff to me. The partner program, they say that they're not expanding it in 2024, so that doesn't mean I'm gone, but it says several select partners will remain in the program, and we hope they continue to build their communities. By no means do I have a massive MetaZoo community, but some amount of my people actually chime in. They comment on Pokemon videos. Hey, when's the next MetaZoo video coming? I get some emails. I get some Instagram DMs. A lot of people are, MetaZoo's in a tough spot right now. I've not been getting that as much lately. So I've not been making the videos because, I wasn't engaging in any of the product. When War comes out, I intend to do a mass rip stream. when War comes out and I rip 10,000 packs, I intend to do a spreadsheet video talking about all the, but if I'm not in the partner program anymore because I didn't make enough videos, I would be kind of surprised because I've bought a lot of product. I really do enjoy it. I want to see it flourish. And I think my purchases of a pallet or two of product with each set release, and very few people, I think, took the route that I did. I think the mass box break is kind of a needed thing in MetaZoo. If the tournaments are going to happen, the players need the cards, right? Not everyone can afford to buy all the boxes and rip all the cards themselves. Some of those cards that I was pulling, I opened 100 boxes, 300, 400 boxes worth of packs, and I only got like 20 of some certain cards. So if you're going to have a tournament with 100 players, 200 players, and they all need 2 of a card, 3 of a card, 4, it's like, where are these cards going to come from? You kind of need that. So hopefully, I mean, I've not been notified that I'm one of these select several people, but I've not been notified that I'm not one of those people either. So I've not been notified that I am definitely in it, and I've not been told that I'm out of it. So I guess I'll wait and see when War comes. Hopefully I'm in the loop on that. Hopefully I'm maxing out an order again. The Discord is something that I'm in. I don't engage in it heavily. I'm in for certain announcements. I'm in for certain NFT related stuff that I made videos on in the past. I'm not engaging in any of the NFT product anymore because it's just too, I don't even know if they'll be making it anymore, given these announcements talking about core sets and all that. But yeah, I didn't touch on it when we were on it, but the core sets, they made UFO, and then they made UFO eBay, and they made the stamped ones for the Collecticons, and they made this and that. They make too many chases, too many variants. I think Magic suffers from this largely. Sports cards too. You have one card, the base, and then you have 30 parallels. All the parallels are more exclusive, more desirable in a lot of ways than the original ones. So the original ones just get diluted, and the value goes to zero. I mean, the value of a lot of these boxes right now, some people ask me if I'm buying MetaZoo. I've bought some MetaZoo for very, very dark prices. I mean, if you're interested in selling some MetaZoo, hit me up. I'll take it from you, not for much money, but I am buying some amount of Wilderness. I mean, I bought some boxes, $10, $15 a piece. I bought some Nightfall for $30, $40 a piece. So I'm buying, but it's not going to be at rates that are very beneficial to you, depending on what you paid on. But if you think it's headed to zero, I'm going to pay more than zero. So feel free to reach out if you're interested in selling anything. But yeah, the Discord, a lot of negativity, some bad interactions. I never had any. I don't engage in it a ton though, but I've heard anecdotally of a lot of direct interactions with some of the ownership. They're talking about like stepping away from that. It's probably better that the general public, especially a lot of the emotions running high and this and that, it's probably better that they don't have a direct channel to talk to the CEO and the president, and that doesn't need to be a thing. I know Nat Turner, PSA, he answers DMs, he talks about, kind of weird. Some people see it as a positive, some people see it as a negative. I guess it depends on how the interactions actually go, and I think there were just a lot of negative ones. At least the people involved in them perceived them to be negative and had issues and this and that. So again, I didn't have that firsthand, but very, very common criticism. I think the two biggest criticisms are the way that they engage with some of their customers in Discord, and then the delays. Those are probably the two biggest ones, and then maybe tournament cancellations third, if I had to guess. So the official MetaZoo Discord will be changing to more of an information and announcement hub. They're basically pushing people to like, hey, go join Argos's Discord, go join other people's Discords, community-run Discords, kind of like Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon doesn't have this big Pokemon Discord that we're all in, right? We can't talk to Ishihara, we can't talk to Arita and all these illustrators, the president, CEO. We have the Pokenomics Discord. We have the Professor Oak Discord. We have all these different Discords that we created and we run. That's probably the better way. We don't need to be talking to, and they don't need to be talking to us, the higher level people that should be focusing on hitting those deadlines, making those tournaments, designing the next set, hiring people for artists for the future sets. So yeah, I think that's a very good change, directly addressing some of the community's biggest complaints. IP, they're doing the manga, they're talking about shows and shorts. I'm not super like into all that. I mean, Pokemon, I watched it growing up, I played the games. I don't play the current Pokemon games. Occasionally my kids will watch the newest Pokemon shows, so I'll watch it then, but I don't really seek out or engage in a lot of Pokemon's newest content even. I don't really intend to engage in a lot of MetaZoo stuff. I'm a card guy. I'm engaging in the cards. That's my plan. Final notes, just kind of summing up. MetaZoo is synonymous with the phrase soon, so it says right there. And in the coming months and years will be synonymous with the phrase now. So I think, again, all the words are the right words. Will they actually deliver? I'm hopeful that they will. I am still happy to have been and engaged in MetaZoo the way that I have. I'm happy to say that I'm a MetaZoo partner. And for anyone who stuck around 15 minutes, the video is going to end soon. These are dropping. This video went live at 1 p.m. This is dropping at, let me make it 1:15 p.m. So let me make it 1:30 p.m. So anyone who watches the video right when it drops will know, and this is dropping on the 23rd, so not Christmas Eve, thankfully. But yeah, depending on when you're watching this, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 50 more of these will go live. For anyone who didn't watch that video, I'll link it above if I remember to. $19.99. It'll ship eBay standard envelope. It is sealed. It's imprinted with my corporate seal, as the other ones were. 50 more of these are being released at $19.99. The last one sold out in a few hours. You can buy as many as you want, or you can not buy it at all. Interested to see the reception on that. I think some people are kind of upset that I did the whole corporate seal thing, that I damaged it in some ways, modified it in some ways. I'll be interested to see if PSA grades them. I know some people are still trying to send them to PSA for grading. I am not yet, though. I'm not yet releasing the graded ones. I have some ideas. These will not be released until 2024 at the soonest. I mean, that's only a week or two away, but I do have some ideas. Again, leave them in the comments if you have any ideas on how you want me to release the graded ones. But I don't think I'm going to go the bundling route. A lot of people are very sour on MetaZoo as it is right now, and I don't want to force people to buy MetaZoo product to get the promos. I want to make other ways for them to be accessible. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below. A lot of people I think are throwing dirt on the coffin of MetaZoo. I don't think we're there yet. It's pretty dark. I mean, Pokemon, I wasn't there then. Pokemon was pretty dark in the early mid 2000s. I mean, 2003, 2004. There were $20 to $40 booster boxes that were not selling very frequently. There was not, I mean, MetaZoo has this weird thing where they have the $1,000 Kickstarter box. Pokemon didn't have that analog because they didn't have anything printed so little. I mean, Kickstarter MetaZoo is printed significantly less than base set first edition. But we don't know exactly how much less. But anyways, I'm not actively, except for, I mean, at very, very discounted prices, I'm not actively adding to my MetaZoo positions, but I'm definitely not buying any of the non-core set stuff, which I don't think they're releasing anymore. And I'm buying core sets for mass breaks where I will bring the videos to YouTube and having a little fun. This is really fun. I mean, a little bit of evil Red Light Dan maybe coming out on this. This has been a lot of fun. Just engaging with all the people, kind of the meme about it. I had a lot of people messaging me over the past several months on when and how would these be released. And now that they're finally out, the quick sellout, some people didn't get to it in time. I said, hey, stay tuned. It'll come back later. I'm having fun with it. So I hope people are having fun with it. Some people might not like whatsoever how I released it. And it's an item on a shelf you don't have to buy. So, and if you do buy it, I'll buy it back from you if you decide down the line you don't want it anymore. Guaranteed, as long as I'm on this earth, $20 buyback, cash, minimum. It might go up, it might not go up, but that'll be the minimum. So I dragged that out long enough. We went to 19 minutes. I hope everyone has a very, very Merry Christmas. I will have a video of some kind coming out on Christmas because it's a Monday, and I will have something on New Year's Day. I know what I'm going to do New Year's Day, but I hope everyone has a very, very Merry Christmas. And happy holidays, happy New Year, all that good stuff. I really appreciate everyone along this journey with me, especially the MetaZoo stuff. I know you're a real one if you're watching the MetaZoo all the way to the end. So yeah, I very much appreciate it. I will catch you all later.